Ready? All right, I would like to call the meeting to order for the Nisswa Planning Commission Board of Adjustment for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, 6 p.m. Roll call, please.
Jesse Zahn.
Josh Young.
Kristen Hansen.
John. John.
We're doing roll call. Roll call. Can you say your name? Say your name.
Turn your microphone on there too.
John. Dave Reese.
Maggie Wentler. Bethany Soderlund.
Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No.
Being none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Next, to approve the meeting minutes for February 8th, 2022. Are there any corrections or additions to those minutes?
There is one correction. I received notice from someone who made a statement at the meeting that there needed to be a correction with a sentence where there was one common wall needs to be changed to no common wall.
Okay, with that change, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
All motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. There is nobody here, so there is no open forum as far as I'm aware. Nobody online. No, okay,
Was Bob Johnson on one?
We have Bob Johnson online and we have Don Jacobson.
okay. Then I'll move on to public hearings. I'll entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
All motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. First item is variance application 002-22 to allow for an additional commercial freestanding sign where one is allowed. The subject property is located at 25116 Smiley Road, PID 2812078. Owner applicant Bob Johnson. Is the owner applicant present online?
Yes, I'm here.
Bethany, your staff report?
The subject property is located at 25116 on Smiley Road. It is zone central business. The conditional use permit for Nisswa Falls Mini Golf was approved in August of 2020. And this variance request is to allow for an additional freestanding commercial business sign, meeting ordinance standards where one is allowed. The proposed sign would be a double-sided 4-by-8-foot sign on log supports in a plant or garden area with a welcome greeting on one side and a farewell greeting on the other side.
Okay. Being as though there's nobody in the audience or online, I'll open and close the public comments. Was it Bob? Bob, you want to go over what you're proposing?
I apologize, I'm in a public setting, so it might get a little loud at times. I have got the mini golf course built, and we have one sign application that'll be going in for a 4-by-8 freestanding sign along 371 for advertising our location. However, my concern is once someone turns at the stoplight and goes towards the roundabout, I would like a way for them to be able to see where I am before they get to the roundabout, so that they can tell they need to take a right-hand turn at the roundabout. And that's the whole purpose for it, is so once they start coming down Highway 18 between 371 and the roundabout, I glance to the right and they'll see a 4-by-8 freestanding welcome to Nisswa Falls Mini Golf, so they'll know to turn.
Was there an indication on the size? I went through the application and I could not find an exact size you were asking for.
4-by-8 is what I'm looking for. And then since I'm putting up one on that, I thought on the backside, just thank you for coming.
Okay.
don't think I have any comments on this.
Okay, Kristen?
So is this in the right of way?
Nope, it'll be on my property. It'll be right at the entrance to the parking lot.
Okay, no, I don't really have anything, any questions or anything.
John, did you have any questions? Did you have any questions for Bob? No? Dave?
Is it a backlit or otherwise lighted sign?
I actually haven't thought any, whatever the sign ordinance allows, I guess, is what I would put in there. But no, I won't have electricity run to it or anything. If anything, it'll be a solar light around the perimeter or something, but whatever the sign ordinance allows me to do.
Number 5 on the findings of facts does specify that the sign will meet ordinance requirements.
Okay. If we're all good with the questions, does anybody want to make a stab at the motion?
I will
Okay.
too. Yep.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I would like to approve the application.
Just that.
For the variance application 002-22 to allow for additional commercial freestanding sign where one is allowed, subject property with the PID 281-20758. With the findings of fact that were proposed by staff.
And the condition, the 2 conditions?
And 2 staff conditions.
I'm sorry, and the 2 staff conditions.
Yep. Do I have a
Mr.
second?
Chairman,
I will second.
Yes. Discussion.
you did hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I had a couple of questions, if I may, at this point.
Go ahead.
The subject of a lighted sign, that may be kind of jarring for someone to come around. If it's a lighted sign, the condition might be that any light is downlit, just like any other light in the city. Can't be shining up, it has to come down. It has to be in the right of way. And the 4 by 8 foot size, he already has 3 commercial signs on the lot. And tonight he said he's looking for another one down the highway. That would make 4 on his property. And this application would be the 5th. I'm just wondering if 4 by 8 is too big of a sign for that property going in. Just a comment. And then normally when we do a sign, it has to be an up north sign. And there's nothing in here that says what it looks like. It's just a 4 by 8 foot sign, which means he could put it on a post and leave it that way. I know Bob probably wouldn't do that, but it's always good to make sure that you have all your contingencies down on paper. So those are just some comments that I would have.
Referring back on to his application, Bob did mention that it would be an up north sign. Do you think that that needs to be added as an additional? Part of the motion.
No, when we used to do it, we would have a drawing of what the sign looked like.
Would that
It's
not
up to you
fall
though.
under- Would that not fall under being compliant with city ordinance and code on our parameters?
Repeat that, please.
Would that not fall under our city code?
It would.
Correct.
And so what he's proposing to do would meet all ordinance standards for that business district. And it would meet the size, it would meet the lighting requirements, it would meet all of those things.
Okay.
And it's my understanding that he personally doesn't have any additional signs. He can have 1. And so he would have this one and he's asking for a secondary. The other signs on that property are the existing signs that are located there.
Don, are you talking about the billboards that are already there?
Yeah, right.
Okay, but those aren't advertised for his business. Is that, if I remember right, when we met there, it was a lease, so many years lease that he has no control over. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay,
That is correct.
okay. Well, I feel that if we already have the downlit sign aspect kind of covered under the ordinance. And we already kind of have the up north sign covered under the ordinance. So is it really necessary to add those things to the findings of, to the staff recommendations? Since it's already there.
If you feel like we should add those, we can go ahead and add those. It does require a planting plan for how it's to be approved by city staff prior to the issuance of any permits.
And I'm comfortable having you make that decision, so.
Likewise.
Mr. Chair, that was the only other thing I was going to suggest. but-
Okay. All right, since that motion is still on the table, do we have a second?
I second.
Rusty seconded already.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Have fun with the sign building.
Thank you. And then I'll make sure I follow all the ordinances as written.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
All motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. Moving on. According to the agenda, we have no new business, no old business, and planning and zoning administrators report.
We issued one permit for the construction of 5 out of 6 approved accessory structures per an approved plat. That was for parcel 284, or excuse me, 28240512. That has been the only permit that we've issued in the last month. Other things, I've been taking a look at the fee schedules. We've been doing some comparison, just gathering of information and kind of beginning that assessment. And I should have something for you the next commission meeting.
Sounds good. Any additional comments, questions? Yep. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
How a motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.
Is that a record?
What's my time?
That might be a record.
6:13.
Wow.
Woo!